Hey guys, this is a tutorial on how to apply a decal. First off, you want to clean your surface. I like to use ammonia-free window cleaner or 91% isopropyl alcohol. I just took off some of my older decals and alcohol works wonders in getting rid of the adhesive residue left behind. Now before you put on your new decals, you want to make sure that the surface is completely dry. Another thing I wanted to touch up on is make sure that the temperature is moderate. You definitely don't want to apply your decal when it is freezing cold outside or even like really hot. So here I am burnishing my decal and I'm using a mini squeegee with a felt edge. But you can use anything that has a rigid flat edge, kind of like a credit card or ID. And you just want to scrape all over the surface of the decal. Don't worry, this will not damage the decal because of the clear transfer tape that's on top. And the reason why you want to do this is so that the transfer tape can get a good grip on the decal. Keep in mind that this entire process is probably easier if you're doing it on a table. But because it's so easy, I'm just going to do it right here. Next, we're going to peel off the decal. The biggest tip I have is to flip the decal like so and peel from the backing. And you probably want to do this part really slowly because a lot of my decals have some really small pieces. Depending on how well you burnish your decal prior to peeling, your experience should be similar to this. However, if you do see a little piece that doesn't want to stick to the clear tape, then just press that little bit back down and kind of scrape it with your fingernail, and that should do the trick. Next, you want to align your decal really carefully and slowly. Try not to drop the decal because once it sticks to something, it's not coming off. This is my tip to apply with little to no bubbles. Start from one side and slide your card all the way to the other side and make sure there's no room for the bubbles to even form in the first place. You probably want to do this part pretty slowly, but also make sure you don't drop the decal with your other hand. This next part is super important, and it is to burnish again. Adhesive requires a lot of pressure to stick really well on the surface. I actually burnished my decal here for well over a minute. Make sure you scrape over every single part of the decal. And if there are some small pieces, make sure you give them some extra love. Think of decal adhesive like glue. While burnishing gives the decal a good grip on the surface, it still takes some time for the adhesive to properly dry. The more time you spend burnishing, the more time you give the decal to kind of settle or cure to the surface. To reiterate the importance of burnishing, make sure you scrape every single bit of the surface. So I burnished for another minute here, so I'm going to speed this up. You can let your decal sit for like 10 or 15 minutes, but I'm just going to start peeling here. Keep an eye out for pieces that could potentially lift up with the clear transfer tape. However, this shouldn't be an issue if you burnished it really well. Although if there is a little piece that does come up with the transfer tape, just press it back down with your thumb and kind of just give it a little pressure before you keep going. Now I'm going to speed up the rest of this part. And there you have it. Thank you for watching and I hope this helps.